Hello everybody and welcome back to Miss K Makeup. So today's video is going to be kind of a different video, but I'm showing you guys a new technique that I've been using, especially for like work and really just going out and things like that. Because we are wearing masks now, it's better to kind of protect your skin. So I kind of want to show you guys this method that I've been using, and it really has been super beneficial, and I feel like that you guys might like it too. And let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so this method is kind of like a no foundation method. So basically you're just gonna skip foundation altogether. So I know in a recent video, I don't even know how long that's been now, I talked about like putting concealer all over the face, whereas this is completely different, like no foundation. So let me show you guys what we're going to do. So I'm going to go ahead, this is not really about the products, but I am going to show you guys what I'm using and tell you why. So starting out, I'm using this Too Faced, this is the Major Hangover Replenishing Face Primer. I like this because it's super hydrating for my natural skin, and also it does have a little bit of like that gripping effect. So yeah, but there are totally drugstore options. I got this at TJ Maxx for like $12.99 I think, but that was before quarantine and all of that. So if you want to go purchase this, you can. Not really necessary, just something that's hydrating but slightly gripping on the skin as well. Also, if you see any peeling, it is not this product, it is totally my skin. I was out in the sun way too much and yeah, got sunburn, so my skin's peeling. Okay, so then skipping foundation completely, because y'all know normally I would go primer, foundation, concealer. We're skipping foundation completely, and we're just gonna put concealer up underneath the eyes. And I also learned this new technique from, what is his name? Robert Welch, I believe. I will link his channel down below, and he has kind of said to apply less concealer for a more natural look, and I have been loving this method, like just using very little concealer up underneath the eyes. As you can see, I only did a couple dots and then blending that out. It's super simple, but it's so easy and it gives you a lot more natural effect. So now I'm just going to take a foundation brush and I'm going to blend kind of downwards. I do have quite a bit of redness, but most of that is covered up by a mask most of the day. So I really just want to cancel out those dark circles. I do not want to just like blend it all down my face. And because we're just leaving like a more natural face. And if you have acne and don't feel comfortable doing this, you know, you can always use like a BB cream or something. But if you're wearing a mask most of the day, especially if you're at work or something like that, no one's really going to see anything that's up underneath there. So it's not even worth fighting over. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with a powder, and I'm just going to use, oh, I did not even tell you what concealer I used. This is the Essence Camouflage Matte Concealer. It doesn't really matter what concealer you use, just whichever one is your favorite. And I use Light Ivory in this. Then I use the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, and I use 100 Transparent. Also, this look is so much faster to me. I don't really know why, because I don't feel like that, you know, one step being removed really takes up that much time, but it really does, and it makes it so much faster. Also, if I seem really exhausted, I just woke up and I'm filming, so I actually have a full cup of coffee right here. So good. So good. Okay, so next we're going to go in with bronzer, because we do want our face to look a little bit bronze for if you take your mask like off at any time. So I'm using the butter bronzer. Mine looks so dingy, but I'm using the butter bronzer, and I use just the shade bronzer. I don't think that focused. There we go. So I'm just going to apply that just like normal bronzer. Because you have primer on, it's still going to stick to your face, but it's just going to be a little bit of a different shade. I applied way too much on that side. Hold on. Let me take a powder brush and kind of buff that out just real quick. Okay, there we go. I was like, that was way too much. Sometimes this Alamar Cosmetics bronzer brush can pick up just a little bit too much. And also I feel like this has kind of taught me to embrace my skin. I have a lot of redness. As you can see, I look really red and blotchy 90% of the time. It's just the pigment in my skin. I don't know. I get hot. I get anything. And I am literally so red. And everyone's like, are you okay? Like, it happens to my arms too. So, love that. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with blush. And I have two here to decide. But really and truly, the main thing is I like a healthier looking blush. One that is either close to the shade of like your natural pinky kind of skin, or one that has a little bit of a glow to it. So I'm going to kind of get the best of both worlds with this Alamar thinking of the brush. Almay. This is the Healthy Hues blush in 100 Nearly Nude. And I'm going to show you guys like the kind of shade that I'm talking about. And it does have a little bit of a reflect in it. And I think that that's very important. So then we're going to take a blush brush. And we're just going to apply that. But my skin is just like weird today. We're going to apply that where we normally put our blush. Now I know you're like, aren't these steps kind of unnecessary? Yes, because again, no one's going to see them. But for me, I kind of clung to the ideal that we need to have some sort of normal, I guess. And so I've continued to do these things even though no one's going to see them, or you know, any of those things, especially not like people out in public. But I still feel like it's just, I need to do it to be normal. And I feel like that that's something that you can take away from this video. Even if you don't love the makeup technique that I'm doing, we need some sort of normal to keep us grounded. And I feel like that for me, putting on blush and bronzer, even though no one's gonna see it, keeps that for me. So next I'm going in with highlighter. I keep on jumping ahead because this is just such a quick makeup look. So next I'm gonna use my Pure Nude highlight. This is Balm. Now I have kind of learned to use more natural highlights because they will rub off on your mask if you're not careful, if they sit a little bit higher. So I'm just going to apply this to the cheeks and to my nose. Also, Robert Welch talks about highlighter in a very interesting way to me. And so if you guys, y'all, I think that everyone needs to like check him out. He has some really cool informational things that I guess we as the average makeup connoisseur, we don't really think about. But when I watched his videos, or started watching his videos, I think I found them through Facebook, he just gives some ideas of things that are important. He's actually a licensed makeup artist, does makeup, you know, full time. And he just has a lot of really cool things that we don't think about, but when he explains it, you're like, oh my god, why haven't I been doing that this whole time? So anyway, yeah. So next he talked, and this is another leading into one of his other topics, is eyeshadow primer. He is like, you have to use eyeshadow primer. And the reason being is because concealer on top of a lid, like an eyelid, is not going to work. It's going to produce oils, which is going to break down the eyeshadow that you have on. So he's like, use a primer. I'm going to use this one. It doesn't really matter which one. I'm using this one from Wet n Wild. It will focus. I think it's, sorry, I'm going to have to do the thing. My camera doesn't like to, it likes to focus on me. So we're just going to apply a little bit of this. And you need so little. Like, I'm just going to tap it between my fingers and then use the littlest amount. So I'm on the hunt for a really good eye primer, one that has a little bit of like coloring in it. I have really veiny eyelids and I like to cancel them out, which is why I used to use concealer as often as I did. So, but now I'm just going to use this and follow the rules. I think I'm going to I tried the e.l.f. like potted one, The newest one that they just released, or it's not super new, but it's the Putty Eye Primer, but the shade that I had was too dark. So we're going to have to find another shade. So then, I know it sounds weird, then we're going to go with eyeshadows normal. So these are the two potentials that I have. I think I'm going to use this one today. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons. I literally put on normal eyeshadow. I put on a full-blown eyeshadow look if I'm feeling that today or that day. Put on no eyeshadow if I'm feeling it that day. Or I put on a little bit. Like, I literally just do my eyeshadows normal because that's going to be seen. Like this, I literally have a mask somewhere. This part is obviously not going to be seen, so you want your eyes to kind of show. So I'm going to set that concealer down with a just matte bone shade. I'm not really going to explain the shades that I'm using because it's not really relevant, but this look can be done any way that you want it to. So whatever makeup look you want to do, as far as eyeshadow, is completely up to you. I'm just going to do this look because it's what I just wanted, something a little bit more neutral today. So I'm using this palette. This palette is actually really good if you see it like TJ Maxx. I don't think it's available in store anymore, but I know I found mine at like TJ Maxx and I really like it. Again, I do my eyeshadow really quick now because yes, it is important, but again, no one's really paying attention to anyone's makeup anymore. And a lot of people, also this makeup look is good for people who have like acne and stuff. If you get acne from like your mask, like in these areas, like around your mouth and down here, this look is perfect for that. And I'm just going to kind of speed through this eyeshadow look because it's really not the most important thing in this look. I'm just using some browns to kind of give me a good look here. I have no idea what I'm going to wear. I'm actually have to go to work after filming this video, and I have no idea what I'm going to wear today. So I want something that will match a lot. Also, I got my hair trimmed, in case anyone's curious, and my hair loved it. So I immediately came home, and she actually put product in it, which is fine, but I washed it out just because I'm sure that it was product that I wasn't supposed to have in there. She did a really good job. I really enjoy it. It's exactly what I wanted. And so I came home because I really wanted to like floof it up and make it look good. And so I came home and I actually did like a clarifying, like it was almost like a reset wash, and then I did a protein treatment and my hair has been thriving, so she's happy. After that, we just have a really simple eye look on. Literally took barely any effort. You literally watched me do it, and I probably am going to show that in real time, maybe speed it up a little bit, but it took me less than 5 minutes. So now I'm going to use my Ride or Die mascara primer. You already know about this. I mentioned it in literally 6 videos. So I'm just going to apply this to the lashes to prep for my mascara. Okay, so after I look crazy and I've applied that, I'm going to use, so I ran out of literally all of the mascaras that I had, so I picked up the L'Oreal Voluminous Original, and I have been really enjoying this. And I'm going to apply some to the bottom. You might be able to see my mirror, maybe not. we're going to apply brows, and y'all know I have a lot of brows, so typically this is a super fast process for me. Okay, so I'm just going to brush the brows in an upwards motion. And then flick the end down with my spoolie. And then I'm just going to use this is the Essence Super Last Eyebrow Pomade Pencil. And I'm using the shade Brown. This is my pretty true shade. I was using dark brown, but it made my brows just a little bit too dark. So now I'm using brown. And I really, really like it. And I do not have a technique at all whenever it comes to my brows. I literally just kind of brush the product through to fill in my sparse areas, and then I'm done. And to kind of give it a little bit more shape. Like I said, it's super simple and literally takes me like a few minutes to do. Okay. And I literally don't even set it. I literally just leave them like that, and sadly, you would probably expect a lip color, but because we're wearing a mask, we don't wear a lip color. I know my hair looks crazy, but yeah, we don't put on, you can put on like a lip balm. I actually have one I can show you. Okay, so the lip balm that I have actually been really enjoying is this Milani one. It's the, okay, I think it's focusing now. Okay, anyway, this is the Milani Fruit Fetish Strawberry Lemonade Lip Balm. So I saw that these were comparable to the, what is it? The Laneige lip balms. And I'm sure they are. I haven't tried the Laneige lip balms, but I love this. It smells so good, and it's really juicy. Of course, we're not going anywhere where anybody can see our mouth, but one, it makes your mask smell really good, and also it's just really hydrating and feels really nice on the lips. So if you want to wear a lip product up underneath your mask, this is a really good one to try, and they do have them in other scents and other like flavors. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video of seeing how I kind of go with a much more minimalistic sort of makeup look. And if you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment down below any products that you have been loving recently, whether it be foundations, concealers, or eye primers. So, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave and ring that notification bell. I have been a little bit wonky about posting recently, but I'm trying to get back to normal. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye bye.